The most dangerous price tag is not the expensive one. At least the expensive one announces itself honestly. It makes you pause, compare, maybe walk away. The truly clever price tag does something quieter. It makes a decision feel obvious before you have really made it. It says, "This is almost 10, but not quite. This is 40% off, so it must be a deal. This is the last one, so hesitation could cost you. This one comes with a free extra, so buying more feels like saving money." And somewhere between the shelf and the checkout, a purchase that began as a choice starts to feel like a reflex. That is the strange power of marketing traps. They do not usually need to lie. Often they simply arrange the facts in a way that presses the right buttons in the brain. A price is not just a number. It is a signal. It can suggest value, urgency, quality, loss, safety, and even guilt. The same product can feel cheap, expensive, rare, ordinary, smart, or wasteful, depending on the numbers placed around it. Start with the classic one, $9.99. Everyone knows the trick, and yet it still survives almost everywhere. A product priced at $9.99 is only 1 cent cheaper than $10, so the rational difference is tiny. But the psychological difference can be much larger, because people do not always read numbers like calculators. We often process them quickly, from left to right. The first digit arrives first, and it can frame the entire price. 9 feels like a different category from 10, even when the real difference is almost nothing. This is called the left digit effect. It does not mean every person is fooled every time. It means that under normal shopping conditions, when you are moving quickly, comparing many products, and not doing careful math, the leftmost digit can pull your perception downward. The price feels closer to 9 than to 10. The missing cent becomes a psychological doorway into a cheaper category. The next trap is more aggressive, the fake bargain. Few words are as powerful in shopping as sale, discount, and limited offer. A crossed-out old price next to a lower new price tells a simple story. This used to cost more, and now you are winning. The problem is that the story is not always as clean as it looks. Sometimes a discount is genuine. A shop has old stock, seasonal products, or a real reason to lower the price. But sometimes the reference price is doing more work than the actual discount. A product can be shown next to a high before price that few people actually paid. Or the price can rise shortly before a promotion, only to fall back down with dramatic red labels. The shopper sees the size of the drop and feels the excitement of saving, even if the final price is not especially good. The trap works because people judge prices relatively. A vacuum cleaner for $180 may feel expensive by itself. But if the tag says it was $300, suddenly $180 feels like a victory. The old price becomes an anchor. It sets a mental starting point, and the new price feels attractive because it is lower than that anchor. Your brain is not only asking, "Is this worth $180?" It is also asking, "Am I getting $120 of value for free?" That second question is dangerous, because savings are not the same as value. If you are never going to buy the product, a discount does not save money. It creates a reason to spend. The emotional reward is immediate. You feel smart, fast, lucky. But the bank account only sees the amount that left. This is why serious discount rules often focus on the previous real price, not just the fantasy of a higher one. In many markets, regulators care about whether a claimed reduction is based on a genuine earlier price. A discount only means something if the comparison is honest. A giant percentage sign can create a powerful feeling, but the feeling is only useful if the reference point is real. Then comes scarcity. Only 2 left. Offer ends tonight. Limited stock. Almost sold out. Scarcity is one of the oldest forces in human decision-making. If something is hard to get, it can feel more valuable. If it might disappear, waiting feels risky. The fear is not just missing the product. It is missing the chance, missing the deal, missing the version of yourself who acted quickly enough. Scarcity messages can be legitimate. A small shop may truly have only 2 items left. A concert really can sell out. A seasonal product may actually disappear after a short run. The problem begins when scarcity becomes atmosphere rather than information. When every product is urgent, every countdown timer is dramatic, and every checkout page whispers that someone else might take your item, urgency stops helping you decide and starts rushing you into deciding. The psychology is powerful because loss tends to feel heavier than gain. Getting a deal feels good, but losing a deal can feel worse. So the mind shifts from evaluation to protection. Instead of calmly asking, "Do I need this?" you ask, "What if I lose it?" That tiny change can speed up a purchase more effectively than any detailed product description. Now look at a subtler trick, the decoy option. This one often appears in subscription plans, software pricing, restaurant menus, warranties, and product bundles. You are shown three choices. One is cheap but limited. One is expensive but loaded with extras. And one sits awkwardly in the middle, not because it is meant to be chosen, but because it makes another option look better. For example, a small popcorn costs $5. A medium costs $8.50. A large costs $9. Suddenly, the large feels like the obvious choice. Only 50 cents more than the medium, and you get much more. But the medium may exist mainly to push you toward the large. Without the medium, you might compare small and large more directly and ask whether you actually want that much popcorn. With the medium in place, the large looks efficient, almost responsible. The decoy changes the question. Instead of asking, "Which one do I need?" you ask, "Which one is the best deal?" That sounds rational, but it can lead you away from your original need. The best deal is not always the best purchase. Paying a little more for a lot more is still paying more. And if the extra quantity, features, or size do not matter to you, the deal is mostly theater. The final trap sounds generous. Free. Buy two, get one free. Free delivery over $50. Free gift with purchase. Free upgrade. Free is one of the most emotionally loaded words in commerce because it feels riskless. If something is free, the normal suspicion around price seems to relax. But free often has a doorway. The free item may require buying more than you planned. Free delivery may push you to add something unnecessary to reach a threshold. A free gift may make a product feel like a better deal, even when the main item is overpriced. The word free narrows your attention to the reward and away from the condition attached to it. Take buy two, get one free. Mathematically, it can be a real discount if you genuinely need three. But if you only needed one, the offer did not save you money. It persuaded you to buy extra inventory for your home. The shop moved more product. You moved more money out of your account. The third item may be free, but the decision was not. The same thing happens with spending thresholds. You are checking out with $42 of items, and shipping becomes free at $50. Adding an $11 product can feel like defeating the shipping fee. But if shipping costs $5, you may have spent $11 to avoid spending $5. That can still be reasonable if the extra product is useful. But if it is filler, the word free has flipped the math upside down. None of this means every promotion is bad or every retailer is trying to trick you. Discounts can be useful. Bulk offers can save money. Limited stock can be real. Bigger sizes can be better value. The point is not to become paranoid. The point is to notice when the question in your head is changed. A good purchase begins with your need. A marketing trap begins by replacing that need with a more emotional question. Not do I need this, but am I missing out? Not is this worth the price, but how much am I saving? Not which option fits me, but which option looks like the smartest deal. Not would I buy this anyway, but how can I unlock the free thing? The defense is surprisingly simple, but not always easy. Slow the moment down. Convert percentages into actual money. Check the price history when possible. Compare the unit price, not just the package price. Ask whether the scarce item would still matter without the countdown. Treat free as a price with conditions. And when three options are shown, look for the one that seems strangely bad. It may be there to make another option glow. The strongest protection is not refusing every deal. It is remembering that a deal is only a deal if it serves a decision you would still make without the pressure. The smartest shopper is not the person who never buys. It is the person who can tell the difference between saving money and being sold the feeling of saving money.
Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. See you in the next one!